welcome to your morning walking chronicles. Alright, listen. I know this, guys. People only realize they have something when it's gone. When you carry God's energy, when you in your goddess energy as a chosen one, when people are in your energy, when they're around you, when you are giving them the utmost respect and you're actually showing them genuine love, collective, they take advantage of it. Some of them don't know how to even have that type of love. This lady got all these dogs once again. When you give people your loyalty, when you give people your time and energy, good morning, and when you give people the attention that you think they deserve at the time, most people, if they unhealed, they would take advantage of it. Some of them don't know how to receive that because they never had love, been loved. And some of them project onto you, right? So you become their mirror. They just start projecting. Oh, that's what my ex used to do. Uh-oh. Right? But then they do you wrong, chosen ones. They do you wrong. They do you wrong. They ghost you, they leave you, they cheat on you, whatever they do, self-sabotage the situation. And now when they gone, all of a sudden, it hits them. It hits them. They realize that, because what happens is they go to a karmic. So when they go to a karmic, a person that is their match, that is not showing love, that is not caring what they do because they don't care, right? They don't love them. It hits them. It makes them realize the difference between a healed heart and an unhealed. See, a lot of people be toxic and unhealed because they don't know nothing else. They think that is, I used to be the same way. I'm not trying to put myself as above everybody, but what I'm saying is, you think that be the normal ways of a relationship if you never experienced anything else. But in all reality, it's not. When you're in a relationship, it's peace. It's not arguing all the time. Yeah, you may have some disagreements, but you hear my plane. You're not arguing. It's not stressful. A relationship shouldn't be bringing you down and all this stuff, right? That's a toxic person. Or just maybe y'all two just don't mesh, right? But when they leave you, chosen one, because if you're healed enough and you're a chosen one, you got God's energy, okay? You feeding their soul. It's different. They want it back. So when they leave you, when you pull your energy back, when you call your energy back, they miss it. What happened to that feeling? Where's that good feeling? Where's that good? You hear my plane? Where that good juice? Right? Because you got the sauce. Collective, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. You got that sauce. Here go another dog. Yeah, you're a loyal person. You loyal. You 10 toes down to the Most High. Why is these people just having their dogs all running around? This is so annoying. But yeah, you loyal. So at this point, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. And so they leave you, they sabotage you, right? They think something wrong with you. What's wrong with you? You quiet. Because I'm calm. What's wrong with you? You ain't tripping on me. No, because I'm not insecure. The more you heal, the more you can control your composure. See, that's what people don't understand. When you're acting out and being wild and crazy, that's childish behavior. That's trauma. That's unhealed behavior. The more you heal internally, is the more that you be more in peace, calm within yourself, more at peace within yourself. You have more of that inner peace. So there's no craziness around you. There's no drama. A lot of toxic people, they get used to that. So they'll go to someone that's healed and they go, oh, she boring. Oh, she don't do nothing. Oh, she ain't fun. And that's not true. You are definitely fun. You just have normal fun. You're not on that. You're just not on that toxic stuff, you know what I mean? You just ain't out here doing all that extra stuff because you don't need to. You're comfortable within your own self. You're comfortable within your skin. You love yourself. You're self-aware. Your fun is relaxation, being with the Most High, tapping in, staying tuned in with yourself. And of course you can go out and have fun, but you ain't about all that drama shit. That's negative, low vibrational shit. But a person that's low vibrational will come to you and they'll be like, man, she boring. Why? Because I ain't wailing upside your head. I'm not twerking in the middle of the street. I don't got to do that. I love my body. I don't want nobody to see my body. I only want my man to see my body. Okay? He get the prize. You know, stuff like that. I'm just using that as an example. So, don't feel bad if you on a dating scene and people is leaving you, ghosting you, not talking to you. Because it's just God's rejection is your protection. Because these people is low vibrational. And He don't want you getting involved with low vibrational people. Because all that's going to do is pull you down. You don't want to be pulled down. You up with the Most High. Okay? You elevated. You pass all that. Actually, you wouldn't even last anyway. Because if it's low vibrational, you wouldn't like it no way. So, the moral of the story is when they leave you, it hits them, collective. They realize that you are the prize. They realize you the prize. They say, man, you know what? I never had that energy before. I never experienced it. Let me go to Keisha. Keisha energy ain't what it's up to do. Let me go to Tisha. Nah. But see, men go to the karmics because they don't have to put no work in with them. It's easy. That's why they there. But they don't understand when they run there and don't have to do no work, it's still a lesson within that karmic. Because she gonna make it hard for you every day. You hear my plane? Every day she gonna make it hard. To the point where a man eventually get tired of that shit. And then they come running back to you, collective. Y'all ain't heard me. They get tired of it. And then they come running back to you, collective. Now see, here's the kicker. Collective. Now you looking at them like, they toxic. Nah, bruh. Nah. Yep. And you be trying to get away. So you become the runner. And now they chasing. But let me get a little taste of that energy. Let me get a little taste. Let me get a little taste. So you running, collective. Now you become the runner. Now you ain't answering their phone calls, huh? And now you ignoring all they this and the that and the third. Why? Because you knew you was the shit when they met you. The problem is they didn't know what they had. They didn't know. But see, Spirit will make it way where you become their lesson now, because now the next person they run into who is the chosen one, if they have that opportunity. If they had an opportunity, collective, because some of them don't have that opportunity no more. Sometimes you was their last hope. You was their last hope, and they failed. So because they failed, now they don't got no other opportunities to get a chosen one, or get someone that's an earth angel, or so a good-hearted person, or someone that can heal them, uplift them. They can't get that no more. That was their last chance, and they screwed it up like they screw it up on any other time. They didn't recognize your worth. They didn't value who you were. And a lot of times men do that because they don't feel worthy. So how they gonna recognize your worth when they feeling low? When they low holes. So they can't recognize your worth, your value. The only time they recognize it is when they leave you, collector. When they leave you, they go, man, I missed that one. That one had the energy right there. That one looked out for me when nobody else was. Yeah, I know. But guess what? Chosen one, they was your lesson. Your lesson was to keep moving forward and to continue to love yourself and know your worth. And here they come. Now they hooked. They stalking you, they watching you, they looking, they trying to tap in your energy, they doing everything, backflips on their peeking toes, just to get in with you, just to get your energy, just to feel that feeling again, the feeling that they never gonna get no more, because they took advantage of it. They can only get the feeling again unless they heal themselves. If that, at best. And at this point in your life, collective, they gotta be real healed. It can't be no little bit. See, when they came to you, they was probably a little bit healed. Or not even at all. So now, they gotta show you a whole new person to get back in there with you, because at this point you ain't taking no mess. They messed up. They failed the test. And honestly, it's really up to God at this point if God is gonna allow the shenanigans again. Because a lot of them, these are your spiritual connections, they can't come back until they heal. Some of them gonna try to come back though, because they're addicted, collective. They want your energy, so they gonna lie to you. They gonna do everything they can in their power to try to deceive you, so they can get back. Now it's your lesson is to use your discernment from what you learned and not let them do that. They have to do the work. They have to do the work, collective. That's the only way. God say, I'm the way, the truth, and the light. They got to do what you did. So don't feel bad. Just know you just special and powerful and strong and resentful and holy. Okay, and you God's favorite. And ain't nobody finna get in your energy unless they do the work. If you choose someone and they ain't healed, they gone. It's like a repellent. You are a narcissist repellent and you are an unhealed person repellent. Why? Because when they come around you, You are their mirror. You're gonna be mirroring. They're gonna mirror. So if they look at you and go, I don't like her, it's because they don't like themselves. So they can't be around you too long, because you start showing them themselves. Okay? So do not take it personal when people don't like you or people do things, because it's just a reflection of who they are. And they don't like themselves. And they gotta go within Herman, connect to God, and love themselves. But they can't be with you like that. And don't allow a person to do that. Stand in your power, collectively. You hear my plane. Facts. Stand in your power, okay? And that has been your morning message, 1555. Yes, they got to make some changes. Look up the angel number, and y'all have a nice day.